Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
To the air, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Tate.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He he's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Simpson. That's caught. It's Bernard. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Tate. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Jackson. He's past the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's going to take off. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Gonna run it. It's Peoples. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
With the catch, it's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
The linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He uncorks one deep. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to...
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Forced out of the pocket. Inside the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Complete to the left. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Scrambling away. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of...
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The inside handoff. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
He he made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fair catch, called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Inside the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Running to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Young. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Young. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The give to the left side. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. They'll move the wide receiver. They believe they can run right here. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Now, 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Near the sticks, it's Williams. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a stripe to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now, because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And it's good, and we're tied in the fourth quarter. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He gets the clock stop, goes out of bounds with 25 ticks to go. That's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They want to keep this drive alive. Third and short here in overtime. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. This one's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, you don't see bigger moments in games than that right there. Overtime, tie game, fourth down, and you need the first to keep your chances alive of winning this game, and they come up with it. Wow.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Using his feet to buy time. Got rid of it just in time.
After that incompletion, it's now fourth and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're going for the touchdown here on fourth and goal in overtime. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. What a big miss, and now any kind of score will beat him.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's third and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the fourth down.
And here we go, a field goal try to win it. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
down.